Welcome to Woods Creek Workshop. My name is Yuchel.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we have an exciting news today, right?
We do?
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
Oh, I guess so. That's what I've been told.
Okay, well, I think we should share it with them.
All right. We have a bun in the oven.
A bun in the oven.
A bun in the oven. That's what I'm told.
I think we should show them, right?
Let's show them.
It's an exciting day here in Woods Creek Workshop. I received this heat treating oven a couple of weeks ago from Stan at Barzy Industrial. He designed this and he custom makes all these Hotshot 360 ovens himself. These are not mass-produced heat treating ovens like some of them, like all of them out there. These sell out pretty quick whenever he makes it. So I was real fortunate to get my hands in one. So let me quickly share with you some of the things about this oven and why I'm excited about it. I won't go into all the details, the specification and all that, because you can take a look at the specs yourself, and I'll put a link down below in the description section to Barzy Industrial product page. It is all made of stainless steel, and it has a really nice temperature controller by Novus. This one is N480D controller, and it's fully programmable. You can program right on the interface right here, or you can actually pull this out and plug it into your USB on your computer, and you can program all the parameters like ramp up time, temperature, soak in time, all those things, and you can have it automated for you. So that's a real powerful, really fancy controller. When you buy this, it comes with some of these documentations, like the Novus controller manual with all the specs and how to run it. Also your Hotshot 360 sticker, which is really cool, and your Hotshot 360 starting your oven for the first time instruction. Stan is really thorough, and what he wrote here is very informative. And I would advise that you follow his directions here to make sure that your initial run of the oven goes smoothly. He already programs the controller, so when you receive the unit, all you have to do is plug in and hit run, and it will go through the initial burn-in cycle. Which is really cool. You don't have to think about it. You just plug it in and hit run, and it'll take about 4 hours total, and it'll go through the numerous soak-ins. So first, it starts with half an hour at 400 degrees, and it tells you what to expect, like what kind of smell, the color of the insulation and what to expect, and goes to 45 minutes of soak at 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, it tells you what to expect. It's going to smell a little bit the first time you run it, and then it runs another hour at 1000 degrees Fahrenheit and another hour at 1300. And it tells you, like, here's a cooling fan that cools this electronics section there. It tells you that it's going to kick in, and just make sure that there are no surprises for you. You know exactly what to expect. And it goes up to next is a half an hour of 1700 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot, and that just burns off most of the impurities in the insulation board. And then after that, final is half an hour at 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, that's hot. But again, he tells you what to expect, what do's and nots, and they're pretty detailed. And kind of chuckle here. Here's the Bar Z 10 commandments and some of the warnings and do's and don'ts that Stan shares that are pretty darn helpful. I won't go through them all, but like don't use extension cord, use 20 amp circuit because it will need darn near all of that. And like don't cure paint or any solvents in it, and don't use a powder coat, and make sure you run it, set it on a non-combustible surface. I did not run this in this wood bench. I ran it on top of the welding table out there in the main shop area. So it's really cool. And if you have any questions, Stan's very responsive to with messaging or emails, and he'll answer any questions that you may have. And here's a quick instruction on how to run the initial program that he programs into the controller. It's really cool. All right. Now this is how it looks after you do the initial burn-in test. All these double layers of insulation, everything was white when you get it, and it turns into brown. And as you use more and more, it'll darken a bit over time. But I gotta tell you, there's a ton of insulation on this. That's 2 inches of insulation. And the bottom, it is that harder, I don't know what the proper name is. It's a harder insulation than what's on the side, so it stays durable with use. It's really cool. And the stainless steel, it is all CNC bent, and I think they call it hemming. The edges are hemmed, meaning it's folded over and flattened to give you extra stiffness and durability, and you don't have to worry about cutting your fingers, your face, your toes, what other appendages that you decide to rub against it. It's pretty cool. It's really nice. And there's a nice, I don't know if you can see it, the heating element. It's all the design, the layout, placement, length, and all that is all calculated. And there's a temperature probe back there. I don't know if it'll show, but it is really nice. It's on stainless steel piano hinge, and the locking mechanism is really cool. It's positive lock there. And here's the power control, power on off, and heat enable off, how many watts, serial number, and alarm. It'll alarm if it detects over temperature. And let me turn it around and show you the back. It's got a massive cooling fan that's heat activated, and it cools this electronics enclosure to make sure that everything runs cool and nothing gets overly hot. It's a real nice design. The inside is 360 cubic inches. It's 6 inches by 6 inches, and how deep is that? 10 inches, a little over 10 inches. So you can get a pretty good size material in there. And it's all riveted with stainless steel rivets. And I mean, knowing Stan, I mean, he will not ship anything that does not meet his personal standard. He's a very picky, very guy that does things, right, and doesn't take any shortcuts. The packaging on this was just unbelievable too. He actually buys those rigid foam insulation boards, and he cuts them himself to the perfect dimensions that's needed to make sure that the oven is really well packed within the shipping container. I know it didn't travel far. It came from California to here in Washington State, but I mean, it was perfect. There's no need to worry about anything. And he's offering now a duplex version. Has two ovens where one oven gives you that same 2000 Fahrenheit range with the controller, but the other one gives you, I believe it's up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. You need to check that out on his website. But the reason is you can go from heat treating to tempering real quickly without having to wait, and it's a pretty cool design. So Barzy Industrial, check out their website. I'll put a link in the description. I will post some follow-up videos as I start using this to heat treat some of the future projects. So please check those out. But thanks for watching. And please like and comment and subscribe. Are your eyes open?
They're as open as they're gonna get.
Welcome to his Creek Workshop. My name is Yuchel. Welcome to his Creek Workshop. My name is Yuchel.
And I'm Jennifer.
Welcome to his Creek.
Wow, didn't even take very long.
I know.